Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to this, your Aries June 2023 reading and forecast. Hi, I'm Nigel Saint James, clairvoyant, and I've done a number of one-on-one clairvoyant readings for Arians over the course of the last month, and I've done a number of healings as well. Now, readings, of course, I charge for. Healings are free. Now, you must also go and seek medical attention. I think there are regulations in different countries that say that, and I don't know where this ends up. But as I say, if you're interested in seeing what's involved in either of those, check out the description box below. But now, as the subscribers know, and always wonderful to see the subscribers, we only need to take 5 cards, don't we? Because 5 cards tells us all that you need to know for your month of June this year in 2023. Now, I'm going out and have a long lunch after this. I think I have a play date with a lady, and or a play up date probably with any luck, and so I'm quite looking forward to that, getting some good food down by the water, some seafood, and I imagine some very good wine as well. But let's get your cards underway now, shall we? See what there is in store for you. What's this one here? The 9 of Wands. This, the 4 of Discs. This is the Teacher of Cups. Yeah, the Earth Mother. I want something from inside at the bottom somewhere. The 8 of Wands. Right, well, as is our usual practice, come and sit down here next to me. We'll have a good close look at the imagery on these cards together while I do the reading for you. All right, let's have a look at, there's a major arcana somewhere. Here it is. The Earth Mother, the Queen of Life. Well, let's see what the painting brings up for you. Now, of course, you can make any interpretation of this that you like. I am just providing a guide. Well, in some respects for me, the painting kind of says it all, because this Earth Mother celebrates life. She is both pregnant with new life and in loving relationship with the child who sits beside her here. You see that? Now she's dancing with a veil that connects the higher and lower realms in that twilight consciousness. That is the meeting of the worlds. You will be familiar with it. Now this image, I guess, presents both the star energy of higher consciousness and the moon energy of feminine receptivity and intuition. There's a lot of the planet Venus around here, a lot of loving relationships for you, good relationships, and also good aspects here for money and business. Now, of course, this is traditionally called the Empress. Yet the qualities usually attributed to her are not so much those of a ruler, as an empress, as those of a mother or a paternal figure, I'll say. The reason for that is because there's so much fire energy around this spread for you as well. Now, you will find that you will be called upon to nurture, comfort, and extend love to others, and probably to provide for their needs. Here, she is an Earth Mother because she lives close to the soil and nature. It is primarily the two qualities of a sort of a mentor or a parental caretaker and being connected to the natural world. Now, I think that the message that this energy is bringing to you is to love and understand yourself and those around you. Open up your heart. Live and make your choices in life with love in your heart. Honor and live your heartfelt desires because they will guide you to a full and abundant life. Now, nature is bringing more into your life, and she whispers to you not to be afraid of your sensuality and passions, and to live life to the fullest. I think she allows her imagination to blossom with ideas, and gives those ideas attention nurturing them until they come to fruition. This is what you will be doing. I think you will be pregnant with the spiraling energy of life and creativity. Now, I think that she also here loves and protects her world, as you will do, with a strong passion and will, and yet balanced and whole. Her love is always unconditional and true. She combines all that you know and love in your world, holding everything precious and dear. Nothing goes unanswered, and her shield of love shelters and protects you. Her gifts to you now are strength, passion, and creation. Live life through love and understanding, and you will heal. Let her energy spiral through your being. Watch your imagination soar in unlimited creative directions, and be clear about what you want. Focus on what you want. See your ideas and dreams turn into form. Plant your seeds with her passion and love, and watch them grow. Your creation will rise up over the horizon and illuminate the magical night sky. And I think what she's bringing to you are the gifts of abundance, harvest, and good fortune. I'm also looking at this card here, which is on this same theme. And remember that you are the creator of your world. Now, what's pointing to it? It is this card here, which is the Teacher of Cups. Gee, I'm getting a lot of Scorpio and Libra around here, so I think that they are going to be important to you during the month. Yes, I think that this is encouraging you to dive into the depths of the watery world of the unconscious. Maybe that's that Scorpio vibe I'm getting up from it. Now, in the painting here, various elements and emotional states are symbolically represented. Now, the dragon, you might just see its head there. You see that dragon that's there? Well, that dragon, I think, and the volcano, which is rising up behind it, they represent your fiery, passionate aspects. And the mermaid that's swimming around down here, I think that she represents your capacity to feel things in a naked and whole way. And as you spend time in your underworld, get to know what is there. Because the plants and the sea urchins, which are on the sea floor there, they may seem strange at first, but you will become more familiar with them. It's a time to do some diving within and learn more about your inner landscape. You know, the energy that I'm getting up around here is very similar to the energy of the Archangel Gabriel. They're one and the same, and Gabriel speaks to the hearts of people. And Gabriel assists in channeling and prophetic dreams. So pay attention to your dreams at this time. And he symbolizes feelings and the power of love. Now, his element is water, and he is the messenger of love from the Creator, from the divine. Now, because this energy has entered into your life, I think that this could indicate a journey over water, or you may have a spiritual calling to take a journey or a trip to some sacred or ancient place. He brings romantic love. He can represent the coming or going of emotions. The energy here is asking you to follow your heart and listen to the messages in your dreams. He indicates, perhaps, I think, a heightened psychic ability. Prophetic dreams is what I'm getting here now. It's very important to you at this time. Now, it is a time for trust and exercising your intuitive thoughts and ideas into your life. Explore your creativity through all sorts of means. It doesn't just mean the arts, but it could be in computer programming, for example, or building or designing things of a practical nature. It could be in cooking. It could be in hair, makeup, fashion, things like this. This is inspiring you to open your heart chakra, and this energy encourages you to just take time by yourself and still your mind, connecting the energies of the heart with the higher self. Now, as I say, he does bring romance, love, and kindness, as well as new relationships here, experiences. Maybe some proposals are being made to you. I think this energy asks you to honor the true path of your heart. Have an open and courageous heart that is compassionate. Now that takes us, I think, to I think what we might do is go to this side of that energy from the archangel that's there. What's that say? Tantric sexuality? Ah, indeed. Well, what can I say about tantric psych? I'm looking at the number 9 as well. The first thing I'll say is that this is the moon in Sagittarius, and with the number 9 here, I also have an association with the moon. And 9 traditionally symbolizes completion or mastery. And maybe, given the title of tantric sexuality, you are being asked to explore coming into a level of mastery with your sexual energy. But I think that, in particular, this energy represents integrating that sexual energy with a transformed consciousness. Now, in Tantra, what happens is that you bring the skills that you get in meditation, or that you have learned in meditation, really, and other awareness practices, into the love-making arena, be that with yourself or with a partner. Now, the point of many meditation practices, I suppose, is to come fully into the present, isn't it? Now, when this principle is applied to lovemaking, you approach your beloved without having as a goal any particular kind of experience. This creates a space of true meaning here. But there's more to this energy, I think, than first meets the eye and is indicated by this dealing with sexuality. I also think that because it's the moon in Sagittarius, Sagittarius is about expansion, one of your kindred fire signs, as you would know, and it is about expansion, optimism. The moon is in it, and there's the moon in the numerology of the number 9, so there's a double lunar influence. And the moon is about going deep within, about looking into those parts of you which are unknown or unfamiliar. And it's also about digging deep into the strength that lies within you as well. Now, I think what has happened is that your journey to date has taken you through some difficult times, hasn't it? And sometimes I think you have found that you feel weary and battered. Now, perhaps you haven't come out of your experience smoothly, but you've survived, holding your ground. There could be a difficulty trusting yourself and the world around you, which has the potential to leave you anxious, on edge, or sometimes a bit defensive. Well, this doesn't sit with you. This is not why you are here. This is not why you are in the sign of Aries. You have, if you like, traveled the rough path of the heroine's journey, or the hero's journey. The key to this wisdom that's coming up here is to recognize and accept the experiences that have brought you to your present state. Rest, learn to meditate perhaps, be patient and kind with yourself, and seek support. You are entitled to seek support because you give so much to other people. Now time, if there's some issue that you felt that you need to dig deep, time is going to sort things out for you, you know, because the moon always moves. It's the fastest of the planets, and what seems to be A problem today, I guarantee, will not seem that way tomorrow. But the gift of this card, I think, is the opportunity to reclaim your spiritual strength and your life. Now, through your difficult battles, you've changed, and a part of you is searching for answers and peace, would you say? Well, this takes you through the dark parts of your soul, experiencing the different energies of the world. It awakens the warrior within you, empowering you to move through the past and the present, and through any future conflicts and battles with courage, inner truth, and trust in yourself. You are, I've got to tell you though, on a spiritual journey. This is all part of the soul contract that you signed when you came here. Now the challenge and work is bringing the darkness that you hold within, there's the moon, to the surface so that you can reflect the light of the sun, which is exalted in your sign, and transform the chaos of life's battles into a place of balance and peace. When you succeed, you find your spiritual courage and strength. The wounds you have taken will begin to heal. Now, of course, there may be some scars. There's nothing wrong with that. You will continue to live and fight on your chosen external battlefields. Now, you could sometimes feel, how best can I put this? Feel angry, on the defensive sometimes, maybe overreact here and there, and not know when to let something go. You've always got to know when to cut and move on. And this says that any traumatic experience in your life, if they're residing within you, they need to be confronted and healed. At this time, it is important to connect to your true inner being, letting go of the battles in your mind, heart, and soul. Now, this requires clarity, strength, belief, and trust in yourself, and you will achieve this. You'll stand your ground as life's hard lessons swirl around you. Light will shine through to your heart and soul, and the battle becomes the path of acceptance that leads to healing and peace. You begin to see things in a bigger picture, to see things karmically. What is your work and what is not? I think this is bringing you the opportunity to grow and expand out of past toxic and traumatic experiences into a new way of life that is fulfilling to you. But I have no doubt that you are going to prevail and that it does have great success for you. Now, one of the energies, of course, which is diagonally opposite this, is and see, this is talking to you. This is giving you advice. I think this is telling you what's going to happen. And what do we have here? We have quite unusual art, don't you think? This is the Eight of, what's it say on the top? Dreamtime. Well, that doesn't mean anything in particular to me at this stage. Let's see what's coming on here. Now, the picture is painted from an aerial perspective, from up above the sky, and there is a woman who's here flying as she's journeying in what it appears to be her astral body. She is aware of her light as well as the light of source. Now, this is a reminder that there are whole universes out there that are actually in you, waiting for you to explore. Now, these inner worlds are more accessible than you probably imagine. Some believe that a person lifts off every night, and perhaps that is so. When you dream, you're still conscious, aren't you? Traveling in your astral body, which is also called the light body, into various unseen realms. Now, although a few people are conscious of these interdimensional travels, Most of us, of course, are not. Now, one of the central truths about traveling in these realms is that energy follows thought. And for those that have explored astral projection and out-of-body experiences, they report that just thinking of a person or a place takes it to it. Well, this is similar to what happens, isn't it, when you have clear, lucid, vivid dreaming. The whole notion of, well, now that I'm looking at it, dream time, involves this sense that the invisible realms affect and bring into creation the world you see around you. Now, you may notice that when you resolve something in a dream, it affects your more conscious and concrete experiences as well. But I do have to tell you that these inner worlds have within them some energies that are not always benevolent, and some of the energies that inhabit these realms aren't really very refined, and they want to attach themselves to the living. They're not dangerous. There's nothing to be concerned about. But these more disconnected energies are attracted by fear. So if astral traveling or going through meditation, the clearer you are, the more you can bypass these energies and go straight into the source. Now, the astrology of this card for me and the position that it's in is Mercury in Sagittarius. I also have a mystical association with the planet of Mercury here in the number 8 as well. Now, you might think that that's a problem because Mercury is in detriment in Sagittarius, but because of the double Mercury here, and this is about understanding. Mystically, this number 8 also refers to you actually starting to understand things. This energy arrives in a brilliant fashion here for you, blasting away anything that is holding back your aspirations. Now, there are times when things just seem to be dragging, and life may appear to be boring and lackluster. Distractions, mental blocks and delays can get in the way of your progress, and you don't like that. Something is out of sync and inspiration absent. Well, where is that supporting universe, you say? But the key to this energy is to be opened up and ready to use and direct its transformative energy. The gift of this card is lightning fast energy, bringing you clarity, focus, movement and change. You will be able to resolve any particular problem by using direct, that's a Sagittarius, communication, that's a Mercury aspect of it, in order to overcome any obstacle or problem in your life at this time. And it is by expressing yourself simply and in an understandable way, which you will have the ability to do, incidentally, because Jupiter is the domicile lord of Sagittarius. You will have the wisdom and the knowledge in how to do it. So I see you overcoming any difficulties whatsoever by using your written and verbal skills in a way which enables you to get information across in an easily understood, focused, and persuasive manner. And that takes us finally, I think, to this 4 of discs. And the astrology here, this is really just so good for you. And I'll tell you why. Because astrologically, this 4 of discs is the sun ruling Capricorn. Now, the sun is exalted in your sign. You treat the sun as if it is an honored guest, and it works very well with you. And in Capricorn, well, your planet of Mars is exalted in Capricorn. So the Capricorn ruler of Saturn receives your sign with grace and hospitality. This is particularly good because the sun is energizing the Capricorn earth and enabling you to get things done. Capricorn people are ambitious, they are sensible, and they organize things. But so there may be a limitation on your desire to shoot and then aim, and rather you'll go to aim and then shoot. But those things, I think, which you have undertaken by way of sheer impulse, almost like a scattergun approach, I think there are many of them that are going to come through now. Because this is referring, I think, to a sense of security and protection in the world. Now, home, it's a representation of that security and protection. And you can see here there is a turtle there. Well, wherever the turtle is, its home is right there, embedded in its structure. It can always retreat into a protected space. And having this security, it can roam far and wide, which you will be able to do. Now, this is a very magical energy here that parts the veil between spirit and matter, signaling a time for you to go beyond your limitations and ordinary experiences of life to discover and expand your visions into creation. It brings the inner knowing that the cycles of life constantly influence and guide you on the path to your destiny. Now, the key here is to create a foundation solidly built with spiritual and emotional boundaries that is allowing your intellect to explore and dream. The gift of this energy is discovering your personal power to push forward on your true path, to let your imagination soar and explore, bringing you amazing new insights and inspirations. Great degree of personal power here with you. What a fantastic spread of cards for you. Well done, you. I really enjoy doing your readings for you each month, honestly, truly I do. I love, look at that was a great reading, I thought, for you. I think there's some great things in store for you this month. And don't you deserve it? Really you do. And now look, unless I see you privately during the course of the month over the next few weeks, then I'll see you again next month. Now, until I see you, remember one thing and one thing only, and it is this, that you are a legend. And I look forward to seeing you again next month. Until then, it's bye for now.